You think you know the truth about the frost between Victoria Beckham and Meghan Markle? Think again. What you're about to read isn't gossip. It's the raw, unfiltered exposure of words spoken in the dark, words Victoria Beckham never intended the world to hear. Words that reveal a side of the Duchess no headline has dared touch. Words that will make you question everything you believed about loyalty, betrayal, and the hidden cost of fame. The whisper that shattered the silence. Late one rain-soaked night in 2023, behind the blackout curtains of a discreet Mayfair townhouse, Victoria Beckham sat across from a trusted confidante, one of the few people still allowed past her inner circle. The room was dim, lit only by a single lamp. No phones. No staff. Just 2 glasses of wine and a conversation that started innocently enough, until it didn't. What Victoria said next wasn't meant for tabloids. It wasn't scripted for a podcast or leaked for attention. It was private. Brutally private. But those words traveled, quietly, carefully, through channels the public will never trace. And now, after months of silence, they are finally surfacing. She didn't attack Meghan's style. She didn't mock her choices. She went deeper. Darker. Victoria spoke of regret. Of guilt. Of a moment years earlier when she believes she unknowingly set something devastating in motion. A single piece of advice, given with good intentions, that she now fears became the spark that ignited Meghan's unraveling within royal walls. But that's only the surface. The real shock? Victoria admitted she still keeps a handwritten letter from Meghan, dated just weeks before the Sussexes stepped back. A letter no one knows exists. A letter that contradicts everything Meghan has publicly claimed about feeling isolated and unsupported. In it, Meghan reportedly thanked Victoria profusely for being one of the only people who truly understood the pressure, and begged her to keep their late-night calls secret. Yes. Secret calls. Multiple. Over months. Victoria has never confirmed nor denied their friendship. She's smiled tightly through every interview question about Meghan. But in that Mayfair room, under the weight of silence, she finally admitted the truth. She cut contact not out of disdain, but out of fear. Fear of being dragged into a narrative she couldn't control. Fear that her own words, twisted and weaponized, would destroy what little peace her family had left. And then, the twist that stops the heart. Victoria allegedly whispered that Meghan once confessed something unimaginable during one of those hidden calls, that the hardest part of royal life wasn't the press, wasn't the protocol, it was pretending to be someone she wasn't while knowing certain members of the firm had already decided she never belonged. But the deepest cut? Meghan reportedly told Victoria she envied her, envied the way Victoria had walked away from fame on her own terms with the Spice Girls, rebuilt quietly, and protected her children from the machine. Victoria's voice apparently broke when she repeated those words to her confidante. Because in that moment, she realized Meghan had been reaching out, not for fashion tips, not for introductions, but for guidance on how to survive the spotlight without losing herself. And Victoria stayed silent. The hidden recording no one was supposed to hear. That same night, as the conversation grew heavier, something else emerged, something far more dangerous. The confidante, shaken by the intensity, secretly recorded 37 seconds of audio. Not for profit. Not for revenge. For protection. In case the truth ever needed to be proven. In those 37 seconds, Victoria's voice, low, trembling, says this. I should have warned her. Properly warned her. I knew what they were like. I saw it with Diana. I saw it with Sarah. But I thought if I just stayed neutral, kept my distance, my family would be safe. Now look. She's gone. They're gone. And I can't stop thinking, maybe if I'd spoken up sooner, she wouldn't have had to burn it all down to escape. Silence follows. Then, she didn't want to leave. She wanted to be accepted. And I let her believe she could be. The recording ends. No one knows where that audio is now. Some say it's locked in a safe. Others claim it's already been destroyed. But its existence changes everything. Because Victoria Beckham, poised, polished, perpetually composed, has been carrying a secret far heavier than any feud, the knowledge that she may have failed a woman who once saw her as a lifeline. And the biggest shock of all? Sources close to the situation allege that as recently as November 2025, Victoria reached out, not publicly, not through managers, but directly. A single text. No reply has come. Yet. The question burning now isn't whether they were friends. It's whether Victoria Beckham is finally ready to tell the full truth, and whether Meghan will ever forgive her for waiting this long. The text that could change everything. The silence between them has lasted years. Publicly, nothing but polite distance. Privately, a wound that never closed. But in November 2025, something shifted. A single message, sent from Victoria's private number to one still saved under a code name in her contacts. No emojis. No pleasantries. Just 8 words that carried the weight of everything unsaid. I was wrong. I'm ready when you are. No response came. Not immediately. Days turned to weeks. Those close to Victoria say she checked her phone more in that month than in the previous year combined. She didn't tell David. Didn't tell her team. She waited. Then, on December 18, 2025, just 11 days ago, a reply arrived. One line. I needed you then. Do I need you now? The exchange didn't end there. Sources with direct knowledge allege the messages continued, carefully, over encrypted channels. Short. Raw. Painful. Victoria reportedly wrote back, "You needed someone to tell you the truth about what was coming. I knew. And I chose silence to protect myself. I've regretted it every day since." Meghan's alleged response cut deeper. "You weren't the only one who stayed silent. But you were the only one I trusted to understand." The conversation reportedly lasted less than 48 hours before stopping abruptly. No closure. No reconciliation. Just an open door neither has walked through yet. But here's the twist that flips the entire narrative. Multiple insiders now claim that during those secret calls years earlier, Meghan didn't just confide in Victoria about royal life. She allegedly revealed something far more explosive, something about the real reason certain doors inside the palace stayed closed to her. Not race. Not class. But a specific, calculated campaign led by individuals who viewed her independence as a threat from day one. Victoria, according to these sources, was told names, dates, even shown messages. And she stayed quiet, not because she didn't believe Meghan, but because she feared the fallout would reach her own children. She allegedly told her confidante, "If I speak, they'll come for Brooklyn, Romeo, Cruz, Harper. They'll dig until they find something. Anything. I can't risk that." But now, with her children older, her brand stronger than ever, and the Sussexes firmly established outside the institution, Victoria's fear is reportedly shifting into something else. Guilt. And resolve. The final secret Victoria has never told anyone. There's one more truth, buried deeper than the calls, the letter, the recording, the texts. In that Mayfair townhouse, after the wine was gone and the tears had dried, Victoria allegedly made a confession that left her confidante speechless. She admitted that in early 2020, just weeks before Megxit was announced, she was approached, not by Meghan, not by Harry, but by a senior royal aide. The message was clear: distance yourself publicly from the Sussexes. Avoid joint appearances. Decline joint projects. If questioned, remain neutral. In return, protection. For her. For her family. For her business interests within the Commonwealth. Victoria allegedly refused the explicit demand but chose the path of least resistance, silence. She didn't defend Meghan. Didn't contradict the briefing against her. Didn't speak up when stories portrayed Meghan as difficult, demanding, diva-like. She just withdrew. And in that same confession, Victoria reportedly whispered the line that haunts her most. "I told myself I was being smart. Protecting my family. But the truth is, I was being a coward. And she paid the price for my fear." Now, with the world watching every move, every glance, every non-denial, the question isn't just whether Victoria and Meghan will ever speak again. It's whether Victoria Beckham, after years of calculated poise, is finally ready to risk everything to tell the version of events only she knows. The version that doesn't just explain a frozen friendship, but exposes how silence itself became the weapon. And whether, in the end, the truth will heal or destroy what's left. Some say the next move is Meghan's. Others believe Victoria has already made it. Only time will reveal which one of them is finally ready to break the silence, for good. The meeting that was never supposed to happen. December 27, 2025. 2 days ago. A quiet mews in Notting Hill. No paparazzi. No drivers waiting outside. Just a narrow door painted matte black and a single security camera that was conveniently disabled for exactly 43 minutes. Victoria Beckham arrived first. Alone. Hood up. No recognizable handbag. She was let in by someone who has never been named in any staff list. Meghan arrived 12 minutes later. Different entrance. Same disguise level. Baseball cap pulled low. Oversized coat. No entourage. They didn't embrace. No tears caught on camera. No dramatic reconciliation for the world to dissect. Just two women who once shared midnight confessions, now face to face after half a decade of silence. Insiders with unimpeachable access allege the meeting lasted under an hour. No phones. No notes. One pot of tea that went cold untouched. What was said in that room has been guarded with a ferocity rarely seen, even in royal circles. But fragments have emerged. Victoria reportedly began with the same 8 words from her text, "I was wrong. I'm ready when you are." Meghan's alleged response was immediate and ice-cold. Ready for what, exactly? Absolution? The air apparently thickened. Victoria didn't deflect. She didn't justify. She laid it all bare, every moment of hesitation, every calculated non-comment, every time she watched briefings against Meghan go unchallenged and chose her family's safety over solidarity. She admitted to keeping the letter. To listening to the secret recording only once before locking it away. To waking up at 3 a.m. replaying what she might have done differently. Then came the bombshell no one saw coming. Victoria allegedly placed a small envelope on the table. Inside, a single USB drive. On it, the 37-second recording from that Mayfair night. Plus screenshots of the 2020 messages from the senior royal aide. Names unredacted. Dates intact. Everything she had buried out of fear, now handed over. Her alleged words, "This is yours. Do with it what you want. Speak. Stay silent. Release it. Destroy it. I won't stop you. I won't help you. This is the last thing I can give you to prove I'm not asking for forgiveness, just offering the truth I withheld when you needed it most." Meghan reportedly didn't touch the envelope for several minutes. When she finally spoke, her voice was described as steady but shattered. "You think this erases the years I spent wondering why no one who knew better ever said a word?" Victoria's reply, "No. Nothing erases it. But hiding it longer only protects the people who wanted you gone." The choice that will define them both. The meeting ended without resolution. Meghan left with the envelope. Victoria left alone, head still down, but shoulders different, lighter or heavier, no one can tell. As of this morning, December 29, 2025, the USB has not been copied. Not leaked. Not destroyed. Meghan has reportedly told only one person about the meeting. Harry knows. But even he hasn't heard the recording. Victoria has told no one. Not David. Not her closest friends. She's gone quiet on all platforms. No stories. No posts. Nothing. The world still sees two women who barely acknowledge each other. But beneath the surface, a fault line has formed. If that recording ever surfaces, if those messages are ever verified, the narrative doesn't just shift. It collapses. Not just for the monarchy. Not just for the Sussexes. But for every person who stayed silent when they knew the cost. The question now isn't whether they'll be friends again. It's whether Meghan will use the truth Victoria finally surrendered, or bury it to protect the fragile peace she's built. And whether Victoria, after years of perfect control, has just handed over the one thing that could either redeem her, or ensure she's never forgiven. The clock is ticking. And for the first time in years, neither woman is in full control of what comes next. Some truths, once released, can't be taken back. This might be one of them.